It was an ordinary April morning in the small, peaceful town of Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Birds sang softly in the spring air, and the world seemed calm, almost too calm. But what happened that day would haunt an entire nation. A shy 16-year-old girl named Michaela Barley left her school carrying her purple backpack and a quiet smile. And then she vanished without a single trace. No struggle, no witnesses, no signs, just silence. Her disappearance became one of Canada's most haunting mysteries, a puzzle where every piece seemed to lead nowhere. As CCTV cameras later revealed, Michaela walked through town like she had a plan, texting, calling, waiting. But who was she waiting for? In her final hours, she seemed nervous, yet determined, like she knew something nobody else did. Did she run away, or was she lured into something far more sinister? The deeper investigators dug, the more questions they found, each one colder and darker than the last. This is not just the story of a missing teenager. It's the story of confusion, secrets, and unanswered prayers. What truly happened to Michaela Barley? Stay with me through this entire video, because every second takes you deeper into a real-life mystery that still leaves chills across the world. That morning, April 12, 2016 started like any other. Michaela got dressed, packed her books, kissed her mom goodbye, and told her she was heading to school. She seemed normal, quiet but content. She even took a selfie before leaving, posting it online with a small smile that now feels like a silent goodbye. At 8:00 a.m. she arrived at Yorkton Regional High School, but within minutes she left without telling anyone. What made her walk away from her normal routine? Outside the school, she texted a few friends, but the messages were confusing. She talked about going on a trip, about needing money, about meeting someone. None of her friends took her seriously. They thought she was joking, but Michaela wasn't joking. She walked through the quiet morning streets of Yorkton, her phone constantly in her hand, glancing at it as if she was following invisible instructions. At around 8:30 a.m., she was seen at the local bank trying to withdraw money, just $55. Not enough to go anywhere far. Still, she seemed to be preparing for something. Minutes later, she entered a Tim Hortons coffee shop, sat down, and used her phone again. Every movement she made was calm, planned, and chillingly final. Inside Tim Hortons, she texted multiple people, some local, some numbers later discovered to be untraceable. Witnesses said she looked anxious, checking the door often, waiting for someone who never came. A friend later received a message. "Hey, I need help. Can you come pick me up?" But by the time they saw it, she was gone. Around 9 a.m., Michaela left the cafe and walked to the bus depot. CCTV caught her movements clearly, her purple jacket, her backpack, her soft, cautious steps. She asked employees about tickets to Regina and even to places farther away. But she never bought a ticket. Instead, she waited. For over an hour, she sat quietly, occasionally looking at the door, her phone, and then down, as if she was unsure. Those who saw her said she didn't seem scared, just thoughtful. It was as if she was debating with herself. Should she go, or should she stay? And then, at exactly 12:02 p.m., she got up, walked to the exit, and disappeared into the bright daylight. That was the last confirmed sighting of Michaela Barley. The hours passed, and when Michaela didn't return home, her mom began to worry. Calls went unanswered. Messages remained unread. By evening, panic set in. Paula, her mother, called the school. They said Michaela had left early. She called friends. No one had seen her. She called the police, and thus began one of the largest searches in Saskatchewan's history. The RCMP immediately checked the CCTV from the bus depot and Tim Hortons, confirming her movements up until noon. But after that, she was gone. No other cameras caught her. No one reported giving her a ride. No witnesses saw her board any bus. It was as if the earth swallowed her whole. Rumors started spreading online. Some said she ran away to meet someone she met online. Others whispered darker theories, that someone had taken her. But the truth was far more complicated and far more terrifying. Investigators began digging into her phone records. Dozens of calls to unknown numbers, some traced to out-of-service lines. One number led to a social media profile, deleted within hours of her disappearance. There were also strange messages about a trip and needing money. Was she planning an escape? Or being manipulated? Her friends told police that Michaela was kind, quiet, and emotional. She often spoke about wanting to start fresh, to go somewhere new, but she also loved her family. She wasn't reckless. She wasn't the type to run away without a plan. That made her disappearance even harder to explain. As days turned into weeks, search teams scoured forests, highways, and nearby towns. They found nothing. Her phone went dark. Her social media accounts froze. It was like she simply vanished into another world, leaving behind a silence that screamed louder than any sound. Every lead became a dead end. There were reported sightings in Regina, in Vancouver, even in the U.S., but none confirmed. Police worked tirelessly, releasing her photos, her school portraits, her CCTV stills, hoping someone, somewhere, would recognize her. But each tip ended in disappointment. Then came a chilling clue. A witness claimed they saw her speaking with an older man near the bus depot, someone she seemed to know. The man was never identified. Another witness said she looked like she was waiting for someone specific. Could it be that she met the wrong person, someone she trusted, who betrayed her? Her mother refused to believe she'd run away. "She wouldn't leave without telling me," Paula said. "Something happened that day. Someone knows the truth." The words echoed in every interview, each syllable a plea for answers that never came. Months turned into years. The RCMP continued their investigation, following leads across Canada and even the U.S. They checked hospitals, shelters, and travel records. Nothing. Michaela's bank account remained untouched. Her phone, inactive since the day she vanished. Every clue circled back to the same moment, her walking out of the depot at 12:02 p.m. Investigators even recreated her final hours, walking the same path she took, checking every camera, every corner, every possible escape route. Still nothing new surfaced. It was as if she had walked out of reality itself. By 2018, the case became one of Canada's most baffling disappearances. TV shows, podcasts, and journalists tried to solve it, but each came away haunted by the same feeling. Something here doesn't make sense. Through it all, her family never gave up. Paula appeared on news channels, podcasts, and true crime shows, begging for information. She placed missing posters across towns and on social media, keeping her daughter's name alive. "I'll never stop looking," she said. Never. Her voice trembled but never broke. The emotional toll was unimaginable. Each phone call brought both hope and heartbreak. Every new lead meant sleepless nights, praying that this time it would be her. But each time it ended the same way: disappointment and tears. Communities across Canada rallied around her family. Candlelight vigils were held. People shared her photo, her story, her smile. Michaela had become more than a missing girl. She was a symbol of the unanswered, the unseen, the lost. In her bedroom, untouched since that day, her books still sit on her shelf. Her favorite perfume still lingers in the air. On her desk lies a note she once wrote: "I want to be happy. I want to find peace." Those words now feel like a whisper from beyond time, a plea for something she may have never found. Her mother visits the room every day, sitting quietly on the bed scrolling through old photos. Some nights, she swears she hears her daughter's voice, soft, distant, calling out from somewhere she can't reach. It's that hope that keeps her alive. Despite the years, Paula still believes her daughter is out there. "I feel her," she says. "I know she's alive. I just need her to come home." The case remains open. Investigators say they still receive tips every year, some credible, some not. The RCMP released age progression photos of what Michaela might look like now, hoping time hasn't erased her face from people's memories. Online communities continue to analyze her movements, second by second, hoping to find something everyone missed. A reflection in the glass, a figure in the background, a clue hidden in plain sight. Thousands of people across the world have joined the search for a girl they never met, and yet despite all efforts, no trace of Michaela Barley has ever been found. She's both everywhere and nowhere, a name whispered in prayers and searched in shadows. Today, nearly a decade later, the question remains, where is Michaela Barley? No answers, no closure, just an open wound that refuses to heal. Every year, her mother lights a candle and prays. "If you can hear me, baby," she says, "just come home, please." The mystery of her disappearance has become timeless, a chilling reminder of how easily a life can vanish, leaving behind nothing but questions. But in the hearts of those who remember her, Michaela is still here, smiling softly, walking through the sunlight of that April morning, just before she disappeared forever. If this story touched you, don't let it end here. Share her photo, tell her story, and never forget her name. Because someone, somewhere, knows what happened that day. Subscribe for more true stories like this. And tell me, do you think Michaela is still out there? Until next time,
Stay curious, stay safe, and never stop searching.